Jamie Brown, 27B. Brian Harris, 05. Sean Perkins, 74. Tim Abig in the 98 car. Ronaldo Rivera in the 51 cars. Stanton Trumbull, 49. Joel Sherman, 22S. Grady Gerald, 24. Justin Van Wyck, 27. And Steve Kidney Jr. in the 99K car. Watch him as Mr. Beebe lets him go. Sean Perkins out in front in that brand new 74 car. Ronaldo Rivera in the new permutation of that 51 car. I was wandering through the pits earlier today and I was absolutely amazed at the technology and the quality building on these cars. Sean Perkins setting the pace. Tim Abig, oh, we got a little bit of a kind of chrome horn situation there. Ronaldo Rivera trying to get around the 74 car of Perkins. Perkins doing an absolutely masterful job of leading this heat around. Joe Sherman in the 22S car. Uh-oh, 99 just kind of getting out there in the road. Oh, here comes the rest of the pack. We got Abig getting tangled up with the 24 DeShaw car. Steve Kidney Jr. in the 99 car, not quite up to speed. Well, I'm sure somebody will come along and help him out. Here, let me help you out. Which way did you come in? Tim Abig off the pace with a 98 car. Looks like a possible flat left rear tire on that number 98 Camaro pulling off into the pits. Sean Perkins all by himself coming up behind. Grady Gerald having a little bit of problem with that 24 car. He's got a little bear sitting there at the window and he keeps pulling his leg in every time another car goes by. Joyce Landis, area code 517-568-3129. Ah, surprise, green flag, we're racing once again. Oh, Mr. Perkins was watching. Ronaldo Rivera in the 51 car is second. Joel Sherman moving up with the 22 car, but smoking quite a bit as the white flag comes out. Unofficially at the checker, Mr. Perkins in the 74 car, your winner. Pace car pulling to the relative safety of the infield. Mr. Beebe looking them over, considering what to do next. Green flag, good plan. Eric Rockwell heavy into the throttle, up into the number 1 spot. Scott Newson in the 14 car, kind of laying down a line of mosquito killer. 3 wide out of that 4th turn. General Patton strikes again. Randy Patton on the move with the 95 car all the way to the front end of the pack. Tim Swan trying to pick up that number 2 spot. George Hoyt being determined to hang on to it. Once again, 3 wide out of 4. Uh-oh, Scott Newson getting the consultation flag. Ed Heiser and the 54 car momentarily hooked together. Halfway through your starter signals, General Patton out there all by himself. Watch him out of the 4th turn. We got heavy traffic. Proving once again you can get a 6-foot wide race car through a 3-foot wide spot if you push hard enough on the throttle. Little bobble there by General Patton. I was talking to him earlier today and he said, yeah, I hope we got the handle on the car. I'd say they didn't do too bad a job off the trailer with the 95 car. Jack Redding limping down the front straightaway in the 11 car as the white flag comes out. How about it? Let's hear it for your winner in the 95 car, Randy Patton. George Hoyt in the 17 car finishing up second unofficially. Tim Swan, 54. And the rest of them. Haylett Auto and RV deciding he'll set this one out from the infield. As we get ready to do business with this 3rd heat for the Street Stock Division here on opening night of the 2000 season. Mr. Beebe with the go fast flag waving. Glenn Heath, 58, 77. William Howard in the number 2 spot. This hardly seems fair that the first three-place cars should be Heath, Howard, and Holland. Have problems keeping those straight. Glenn Heath, he's trying to take part of the strain off. He's just wandering off there completely away. Trent Holland in the number 1 car picks up the number 2 spot. Jeff Wadsworth in the 21W car. I'm not sure, but I think that's the only Ford Motor Company product out there. Wadsworth, 21W, trying to hold down the number 3 spot. Rick Spieth in the 7 car, looking for the way around. Mark Budd having a little bit of a handling problem with the 23 car, managing to gather it back in. Brand new car for Mark Budd, 16 car pulling into the infield. Kelly Carter, halfway your starter signals. Couple of cars smoking out there. Spieth's number 7 car. Yeah. Green flag's out. This event is underway once again. Glenn Heath continues to lead him around. Trent Holland in the number 1 car, moving up on Mr. Heath. Eric Wilson moving the 10 car right up behind the 7 car Rick Spieth. Green flag. Rick Spieth in the 7 car up into the number 3 spot. Looking for the traction spot to try to get around the number 1 car of Trent Holland. Uh-oh, Glenn Heath has got a problem with that 58 car. Broken tie rod, I believe, on the 21W car. I'll check with our auto parts specialist. As the checkered flag comes out, Glenn Heath unofficially at the finish. Trent Holland in the 1 car in second. '95 Colonel Patton, '74 Sean Perkins. 11, Eric Wilson. 42, Cheryl DeShaw. 73, Andy Kellicott. 77, Adam Boker. 98, Tim Abig. 77, William Howard. 27B, Jamie Brown. 2, Kent Derschel. And 21, Eric Wilson. Your Street Stock A feature. Hang on. Ooh, already we got a little crunchy fender down on the front straightaway. Good thing we removed that wall. 3 wide out of the fourth turn. Everybody managing to drive it out. A lot of good-looking cars earlier. Hopefully they'll all end up looking still pretty good at the end of the evening. Oh, we got a spin down there in the fourth turn, and he keeps on going. Adam Boker in the 77 car. New one this year. Glenn Heath getting by Justin to pick up the lead. Glenn Heath, 58, your leader. Your leader, Glenn Heath, in the 58 car, coming up to the tail of traffic. George Hoyt going down a lap as Glenn Heath in the 58 car shoots on by. Tim Abig in the 98 car trying to make the low groove work. Not quite to his satisfaction down there. Halfway, your starter signals. We kind of think that Mr. Heath in the 58 car may have sent that motor off to internal combustion heaven. Yes, sir, he's got the rings, valves, pistons, and tinkly things about to come out through the pipes. Well, apparently whatever the malfunction is, he's not letting it slow him down. Glenn Heath in the 58 car winding up with an oil fire underneath the front section. Sean Perkins in the 74 car lost the track momentarily, but he's still in the number 4 spot, putting on a hard charge to get up there closer to the number 1 spot. Justin Van Wyck in the 27 car, your leader. Eric Wilson in the 10 car trying to cure him of that lead problem. Tim Abig in the 98 Camaro trying to go around the outside or the underside of Eric Wilson. Wilson looking at the back bumper of Van Wyck thinking, I can go down under him. Watch him out of that 4th turn. Eric Wilson trying to pull up on the outside of Justin Van Wyck. Now he'll try the low side. Tim Abig brushing the wall with that 98 car. Managing to hang on to it, not an easy feat. White flag, 1 lap to go. Justin Van Wyck, your leader. Eric Wilson trying to cure him of it. But in our defense, we just got to say it's opening night, and we did the best we could. Come on back next Saturday night for a full show. Street stocks, late models, and our wing sprint cars. Race time 7:30, same time, same place next week.